welcome to my channel. If you're somebody who loves high-end decor but you hate the price tag, then you're gonna love today's video. I'm gonna be showing you how to recreate designer looks for a fraction of the cost using my Cricut Maker 3. I do wanna thank Cricut so much for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. For the first project today, I'm going to be recreating a designer style floral print that I found online. The original was over $200 and even on sale it was still more than $100. I knew I could make something just as beautiful for way less using my Cricut. So first thing I did was went into a blank canvas in Cricut Design Space and went over to images. And here in the search bar, I'm just going to be typing out the word flowers so that I can pull up all of the flowers in Design Space and choose one that looks most like the designer picture. Design Space is totally free to use, which is awesome, but I also have Cricut Access. It gives you so much more to work with. You get access to extra fonts, images, and ready-to-make projects, which just makes crafting easier and more fun. I also love that Cricut Design Space has an app. It's super easy to scroll through project ideas whenever I have a free minute. Everything's totally doable, and I love being able to bookmark images for projects that I want to do later on. As you can see, I have tons of images already bookmarked, and for the sake of the video, I did already bookmark the flower that I'm going to be using for this project just to make it a little bit easier for me here. So I'm going to be selecting the flower that I'm going to be using for today's image and then just inserting it onto my canvas. Once I have it on my canvas, all I needed to do was just resize it to the size that I want. And the size that I ended up changing it to was just the height. I changed to 10 inches and then it automatically just changed the width for me. I'm then going in and selecting without a mat here in Design Space. That's because I'm using a Cricut Smart Vinyl for this project. I am going to be using the Smart Removable Vinyl in the color black. I love the Smart Vinyl so much. It feeds directly into the machine without even needing a mat. It saves so much time and setup is super simple. It's one of the small features that really speeds up the whole process, and it's something that only Cricut offers. So I just put it in my roll holder because I have a large piece of vinyl, which is great to use if you're working with larger pieces of vinyl or if you have like a large roll like I did. And then once it was cut out, you can see I'm just going through and weeding out the excess vinyl. I'm then using some of my Cricut transfer tape and my little scraper tool to get it all pressed onto my tape so that I can then transfer the image. I then set that aside for when I'll need it later on. I then went and picked up this frame from Michaels. It is 16 by 24 with a 13 by 19 inch mat. This is the exact same size as the designer photo that I'm going to be duping today. I first started by just removing the backing of the frame as well as the little paper and the mat. I am going to be flipping the backing over because I'm going to be drawing on it and painting my design. So here I'm just taking a pencil and sketching out where I'm going to be painting. I tried to make it look as close to the original designer photo as I possibly could. Once I had it all sketched out, I'm then going to be painting. I used a linen color and then also a color called mushroom. I tried to match the colors to the original designer photo the best that I could with what I had on hand. So here you can see I'm just painting the lighter where the lighter was and the darker where the darker was on the designer image. And then I'm placing my mat back on top and then just getting my flower image all transferred right in the center. Once I got my image all transferred, it was then time to start putting everything back together. I just placed my mat back in on the glass and then the backing on, and then just made sure that it was all secured back into place. This is what my dupe picture looks like all finished. I had so much fun creating this. I think it turned out so good and it cost me so much less than if I were to purchase the original, obviously. This is a side-by-side. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I did a good job duping the designer image? Another dupe I'm going to be showing you how to recreate today is this designer style pillow. These floral block prints are super popular right now, and I found this one online, but it was $95. I knew I could recreate it for so much less using my Cricut. So I went over to my Cricut design space and I first selected shapes, and I just selected the square shape, and I just changed the color to white because that's what I prefer. So I then went and I changed the size to 11.75 because I know that that's what my Cricut Maker 3 can cut for the stencil that I'm going to be creating. I then went over to images and I looked at all of the bookmarked flowers that I had already saved in Design Space, and I chose one that I thought looked most like the designer flower on the pillow. But what I needed to do is fill in all of the little flower petals. So I had went to contour at the bottom, right hand side, and then I'm just going to be clicking on all of the flower petals to fill those in so that my flower can now look like this. I then just resize the flower to the size that I'm going to want all of my flowers to be, and then I'm duplicating this flower several times. I'm going to be doing different layers of flowers or rows of flowers. So the first one you can see, I'm just doing a row at the top. This is going to be like the top of my pillow, so they are going to be cut off. So I did a row of 3, got those spaced out. Then I'm going to be doing a row of 4 flowers. Here you can see I'm just kind of getting them spaced where I want them to be. And I'm also going to be doing a row of 5 flowers. But for each row, like the row of 4, you can see here, I highlighted those together and I'm going to be attaching them. And then I did the same thing for the row of 3. I attached those together, just so it was easier for me to duplicate each row instead of having to do each flower individually. I then duplicated another flower to do a row of 5. And then I duplicated the row of 4. I'm basically just going to be duplicating each row and then getting them placed onto my square, which will be my pillow cover, exactly how I want it to be when I stencil it on. So after I get all of my flowers on, which I did a row of 3 at the top, a row of 4, then a row of 5, another row of 4, another row of 5, another row of 4, and then the one with the 3 flowers on the bottom. You can see the pattern that I did. Once I have it all spaced out, I then took that square away from the flowers, and this is where I'm going to be welding all the flowers together. I just highlighted them, went to combine at the bottom, and then up to weld. This is going to make it so that I can then slice these flowers out of this square. I then place the square back underneath my flowers, and now I'm going to highlight everything all together and then go and select slice on the bottom right hand side. This is going to slice all those flowers out of what is now my stencil. I then can just delete the layers that I no longer need, and now I have this beautiful stencil that is ready to be cut out. I then selected make at the top and everything looks great, so I'm just going to continue. And then this is where I select that I'm going to be using my Smart Stencil Matteless Flexible Stencil Film. And then I'm just going to be loading it into my machine. I am going to be using a roll of it, so I am using my Cricut roll holder once again and loading the vinyl into my machine. What I love about using Smart Vinyl with my Cricut Maker 3 is that you do not need a mat. You just load it right in and it cuts beautifully, perfect for quick projects when you don't want a lot of setup. Now that it's cut, I can go through and weed out the vinyl from my flowers. Normally, if you had a vinyl image, you would weed around the image, but since this is a stencil, I'm weeding out the actual image. I'm then adding a piece of transfer tape on my entire stencil and using the scraper tool to get it transferred onto the tape. But I need to prepare my pillow cover first. So this pillow cover is from Hobby Lobby. It was just under $3. And here I'm using my Cricut EasyPress Mini to get out all of the wrinkles in my pillow cover. I use this iron all the time, not just on Cricut projects. It's the perfect little iron. Now that my pillow cover is ready, I then went in with my stencil and I placed it in the top left-hand corner of my pillow cover. I did cut out 3 sheets of these stencils, and I'm just piecing them together on my pillow cover and getting them all transferred. I'm laying the stencils down in sections to cover the whole surface since I designed each piece to fit within the Maker 3's cutting area. So after I have the stencil vinyl all on my pillow cover, I went in with an olive green colored paint with a small stencil brush and just painted right over those flowers. I did let the paint completely dry before then removing my stencil vinyl. For the leftover vinyl in the center of my flowers, I simply went in with some tweezers and easily removed it. I then added a pillow insert into my cover. And this is what the pillow looks like all finished. I love it so much. You really do not need a big budget to achieve high-end looks. You can use affordable materials in your Cricut to create designer-inspired decor that looks like it came straight out of a retail store. And here are the pillows side by side. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I did a good job duping the designer's version? And if you love seeing designer looks for less, make sure to check out all of the materials and machines over on Cricut.com and see what they have to offer. You can shop everything I used right from the links down in my description box, or just tap on the products here on YouTube to explore and grab everything that you need. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I want to thank Cricut again so much for sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much for watching.